They said if I start the stream, somebody giving me $5. Where my money? I'm like 50. I need my money. They said if I start right now, there's $5. Run me that five. Run me my five. Whoever said that. What up, Fight World? Your boy Ego. We back with some more boxing. I need that five. Whoever said that. I'm just trying to get some stuff set it up. Okay. What up, Fight World? Your boy Ego. And I'm back with some more boxing. Get the music queued up. Yo, Boxingego, what's good? What's popping? Now, I gotta talk about this. You guys, this is my it's not even gonna be too hopefully, it's not gonna be too long. I just have to get on my chest and just say my 2 cents. I got some advice for Anthony Joshua and the UK, considering all the what's happening in the upset, because I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on now. So I'm not, no cap. I'm being real. I'm gonna give some advice. I'm gonna take as long as it needs, and then be on about my day. So I was watching Joshua for whatever reason he stayed in New York, I guess, and then he went live in New York. He went to some local park in New York. And he's just going live, and people, talking to the community, talking to people, New Yorkers basically, residents at the park. And some people are saying like, "Oh man, I'm sorry about last weekend." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry too. Sorry I let you down." He shot some bricks, air balls. One hit the backboard and stuff. And he's like, "Yeah, b-ball is not my game. It's not, it's not what I do." That type of stuff. Then a dude who was walking by this is a viral thing, seen Joshua, and he made a statement. He was like, "Yo, what is you doing? You can't be losing to fat dudes. Come on." And he's like, "What? What'd you say?" And then the guy repeated it. He said, "What you doing? You lost to a fat guy. You can't be losing to fat guys. Come on, they making memes out of you." Right? And he's like, "Ha ha ha." He laughed it off. He's like, "Ha ha ha. Yeah, I know. And then he's like, "I'm pissed." He said he was pissed in it. Just this is it. I'm starting to feel bad for Joshua because I'm a human. Even though I'm full aware that Joshua and his team have put themselves in this position, which we'll talk about. I'm just feeling bad. I don't think he's a bad person. You get what I'm saying? He don't come across as like just somebody, but he's aligned himself with people who are speaking on his behalf and stuff like that. So when you're up, you're up. This is life. I'm just saying this is like a life lesson to me, bro. When you're up, you're up. And when you're down, when it rains, it pours. Now people are coming for him. He's experiencing this away from home. Now he has to go back home with no belts. It's a different time. That's why you have to always stay grounded. Stay in your perfect center. Stay somewhere in the middle. There's a lot of money and there's a lot of fame. But you got to stay in that perfect center, And even the title of this video, some people would be like, "Oh, AJ's accomplished more than you. He got a gold medal. He'll do more than you ever done. He has more money than you." But that's my point. If you were going to say that to the UK or, Team Joshua or someone from Joshua's team, that's my point. Like, who the fuck is this ego guy? Who is Boxingego to tell Joshua? It's that type of, that's the type of mentality that you have to abandon, because at the end of the day, we're all one race. That's the human race. We're people. We all have feelings. We all have, we all bleed, sleep, need water, need food, need love, shit like that. So I'm starting to feel bad for Joshua because it's like it's starting to all kind of unravel. Now he's under immense pressure, his team. But I can't feel all the way bad because I feel like he is allowing for some of these situations, and in the past he's allowed for situations. So it does get to a point where, as a man, that's why I feel conflicted. As a man, you got to stand up. You got to stand up for what's right for you. Fuck everybody else, because like I said, when you up, you up. That's why I think he kind of got away from his own tagline: stay humble, stay humble. And like I said, some people would say, oh, who the fuck is Ego to be giving him advice? And that's my point. I don't have to have a bunch of money and this and that and gold medals to be a human, to have an opinion, to have opinion and wisdom. You don't have to have money for that. You don't have to. If something makes sense, it makes sense. It don't matter how much. A homeless person can tell you something. If it's a jewel, it's a jewel, it's a gem, it's a gem. It don't matter. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be humble. You gotta remain humble. And now, to me, it really looks to me like Anthony Joshua and his team realizes how they were acting, because they don't have what they kind of hype Joshua up on. The pretense that, oh, he's the A side off rip because he has all the belts. It wasn't just about the belts. It was about, what about your legacy? What about what the fans want? What about the Wilder fight? What about you fighting Luis Ortiz? The games, the lies, the deception. Now it looks like Anthony Joshua is trying to, he's been humbled. Andy Ruiz came out there and humbled him. I think they overlooked Andy Ruiz. That's why now when it comes to the contract shit, they're probably sweating bullets. Like, fuck, what did we put in the contract? Because we being them, they did not expect to even lose to him. So now all those things, all those talking points, all those clauses, all those, indentations and periods, and all that has to be looked over now. All that has to be looked over and scrutinized to remember what you did. I do believe, I have a belief. I don't, I'm not trying to make this a religious video, but I believe in God. I have a belief system. I don't go to church like all the time. I'm not a highly religious person like that. But, I pray routinely, shit like that. That's all you guys need to know. You guys, at the end of the day, I believe in karma and stuff. I believe in laws of attraction. And I think just the way Joshua's team was moving, they put themselves in this position. So when it comes crashing down, especially in today's society with memes and, Instagram and Snapchats and viral videos and stuff, is really bad. So that fall from grace feels even more like a pill, and a tough pill to swallow. So now it looks like Joshua might be realizing some of these things, and it's like he's overcompensating. So my advice to Joshua is to, whoever's in your corner and telling you to do this stuff, I feel like you got to stop. Like, just, he has a tattoo of Africa. Maybe go to Africa. I don't know if he's been there, but go there. Go to the motherland, regroup, bounce back. I want to see Joshua bounce back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are saying, oh, you making videos. Like, they think I'm just trying to destroy the man. I don't never do that. I don't got to destroy. You ain't never seen me hating on people like that. They'll say you're hating because you're saying something you don't believe, but I don't have to destroy no brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to destroy nobody. I'm just telling you what I see day in and day out. Joshua should take some time away from all of this. Whatever he's doing, it looks, like I've been telling you, contrived. It looks forced. Whoever's putting you up to it is making it all worse. Big up Boxingego from the UK. Appreciate you. That's why you hear me say this on my channel. I don't care about money. I don't care about, I said I'm the people's champ, because when it's all over, YouTube could blow up tomorrow, and then I got to be regular ego. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's pertinent, and it's imperative to watch how you treat people. Do you get what I'm saying? Because anything could end tomorrow. The DOC for the new booty rookies that don't know hip hop. DOC is one of the most talented hip hop lyricists, writers the game has ever seen. The DOC, and this is before a lot of your time. It's even before my time. But I study and I did the research. I didn't grow up in when the DOC was popping like that. Like I was young. DOC is one of the most prolific and gifted MCs, Texas, West Coast, wherever you place him. And he started getting deals and stuff and writing for people and NWA and working with stuff. Then he started, living on the wild side. Long story short, he got in an accident, crashed into a tree. I think he was inebriated or whatever. DOC, the doc, right? And he ended up almost losing his life, getting in an accident, crashed into a tree, and it fucked up his vocal cords. He almost died. So he's lucky he got his life, in tow. But it was all taken away from it. Like one of the best. We never get to realize his full potential. That's why for me, I always think about stuff like that. Like the DOC had the golden voice, his bars, his pen game, his connections. He had worked hard to get the connections with NWA and Dre and all that. Motherfucker was raw. Put out one classic album. That's it. Because it all came to an end. He's still alive, but he can't rap and he don't sound the same because of his voice. What happened? Living on the wild side or whatever. Let him tell his story. But that's what I'm saying. Nothing is promised to us. I always think about. I told you I love boxing. I love hip hop. I always think about little shit like that. DOC. People don't even. When you think of West Coast rap, you think of Dre. You think of Snoop. You think of Pac. You think of Dog Pound. You think of Suge Knight and Dre and Death Row and shit. People don't talk about the DOC like they should. This motherfucker was a pioneer and he was doing a lot of the groundwork, laying a lot of the groundwork, but his voice got fucked up. The formula. Shout out to my real hip hop people. Exactly. But he's kind of like the story the untold story, because a lot of people don't know about the DOC because he couldn't realize his full potential because of what happened in his unfortunate accident. That's why the Nipsey Hussle tragedy and shooting, killing hit me so bad. And the Pac and the Biggie, because you see the talent level these guys possessed, and they could have done so much. I really think about this shit. I'm like, fuck, Pac could have won an Oscar for sure. He was that good acting. Pac played the Bishop role so much to a T. People thought that's how he acted nonstop off of a role, not even knowing that he was in ballet and doing acting and Shakespeare and stuff in the Baltimore School of Arts and shit like that. They just thought he was just some fucking crazy thug, gun wielding, just because of his role. That's how much he made you believe that role. You know what I'm saying? And Nipsey Hussle, you seen he put out a classic album. Everything was just leveling up for him. He understood the business. He was talking about cryptocurrency. He was talking about the game and don't let the labels jerk you. Invest in something early, buy back, gentrification, buy back your block and do right for the people. There's a Nipsey Hussle interview and he was talking about how there's pictures too where he's just in the same plaza when he's pushing mixtapes and shit when he wasn't really as big, and then years later he blocked that whole plaza. Bro, this shit is inspiring. He was talking about there was a fish fry place in that plaza, and then they're going to switch up the menu and put some grilled fish options and some healthier options because Nipsey Hussle cared about his people, and he cared about the people, not just black people, but the people, black, brown, people in Los Angeles. He cared about his community. So, like I said, Joshua, he has the tattoo of Africa. I don't know if he's ever went. Maybe he should go to the motherland. Like I said, all this stuff that whoever got him doing, it looks forced. I've been saying the same thing. Oh, yeah, I can't forget about Ice Cube. Shout out. Yay, yay. I can't forget about Cube when I talk about the West. But the bottom line is this. I told you Joshua was going to have a hard time being relatable in America just because how they were moving him and how they're pushing him. They had him seeming like we're talking about Madonna in her prime. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody, that's Madonna. We don't have to call her by no full name, because everyone knows Madonna and she's worldwide. That's how they treated Joshua, and it felt real It felt real wrong for boxing. You know, why should he get the fight, or why should I mention this guy's names? And now Joshua is seeming like has been humbled. He why like for example, why are you in New York at the Rutgers Park or wherever, some baseball park, after you lose everything in the ring? Andy Ruiz is eating Snickers and happy and elated and ecstatic. You lose everything on that one fateful night. Now you go to this ballpark in New York. Now you go to but the whole fight week, where was the Instagram live when you could have been in that same ballpark with the people? You know, nobody gets a chance to see AJ. You wait till you lose. You wait till you lose everything. You're not as popping as you thought you were, or you're not as popping as you were on Friday because you lost. Now you want to connect with the New Yorkers. Why didn't you connect with the New Yorkers? You're a big dude. Now ain't nobody going to do nothing. Or you could have security, matchroom security or whatever. Why are you going to the ballpark and going Instagram live and like, oh yeah, guys, look at me, I can't shoot. Why are you doing now? Throwing up bricks. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why it feels like damage control. We don't fall for the okie doke in America. That's why it feels forced. That's why it feels unnatural. You know what I'm saying? That's why it doesn't feel right. You know, and people do this, and especially in black culture. I'm going to say it like that. Black culture. They do this. People coon, people, kind of get a level of echelon of success and they distance themselves for it. And then when at a time of need, you don't have those same people checking for you as much, and you have to try to fall back on something. Like look at Stacey Dash. They was interviewing her. Fox was interviewing her all the time. See, I know stuff. Come on, man. Stacey Dash, she was being interviewed. She was being used because she was constantly going against what a lot of middle America or black America felt. They were using Stacey Dash as a voice. Like, see, even Stacey Dash knows this. But then all of a sudden, Stacey Dash, they get rid of her and dispatch. She like gets fired or whatever. Nobody's talking about it. Who wants to watch Stacey Dash a movie? That's why you can't disconnect. You can't disconnect. I tell you all the time. I told you all the time, man, on my channel, I'm the people's champ. I always have somewhere to go because I don't put myself, ain't no one man above the crew. Look at Omarosa. Same kind of deal. Omarosa seemed, I'm in the White House. Yeah, you in the White House. Now what about you? Are you in the White House now? And then now you speaking out on Trump or whatever your situation is. But you weren't doing it before. See, people always, it's just like, here's another analogy. When fighters lose a fight and then they switch to a new trainer. Why you want a new trainer now? Why didn't you make that educated executive decision or that hard, tough decision when you was winning? Triple G. You waited for Canelo to beat you to leave Abel. Abel was doing all this woofing and saying everything on your behalf, making your brand look a certain way, saying Mexican style. And now Triple G ain't even claiming Mexican style. He with a black trainer, so that wouldn't even really make sense. Blaxican style. No, nobody's talking about his fight. He's fighting in a couple days. Nobody's talking about this fight. Nobody likes to feel used. Triple G did all this, Mexicans for Golovkin shirts and, hey, no, Triple G and I fight like Chavez and shit. All this stuff. And it felt like a gimmick. I told you it was a gimmick. Triple G is not a gimmick. He's a good fighter. However, the route he was going, letting Abel be his mouthpiece and say won't piss fans off. And then when it came to Canelo, you think the hardcore Mexicans that are prideful of their heritage and stuff, you think they're gonna ride with you over Canelo? Maybe. It just depends on the person. Maybe not. So, when people do stuff like you always have to be cautious of what you put out there. What Joshua is doing right now, to me, it feels cringeworthy because it's like the analogy I gave. If you're in a long-term committed relationship, you've been with the girl for 7, 8 years, and you love that girl, do the things that's gonna keep that girl. Because the moment it's over and she gets tired of you cheating, tired of you not looking for a job, tired of you not doing laundry, tired of you verbally abusing her, physically abusing her, disrespecting her, talking shit about her family, or whatever you happen to be doing, and it's over, that's when people realize, and it all comes crumbling down. That's when they realize you don't know what you got till it's gone, like Janet Jackson say, like the Janet Jackson song. Now, all of a sudden, she moved out. She took all her shit. You left with nothing. I know from experience. See, I ain't above nothing. I've been heartbroken, fucked up, sleep was fucked up, eating was fucked up, lost weight, all types of shit. Because I'm real, and I'm real enough to tell you that. Not now. Life is good. But there was a point in time. And you just think, you're like, damn, she did tell me what she needed from me. Or if you're a girl, oh, he did tell me what he requested from me, and I didn't do nothing to change it. And then when it's all over, now you want to. See, we have far too many people, and I try to empower you guys all to not be like this. Stop being reactive. Be proactive. If you want to start a YouTube channel, stop fucking talking about it. Just do it. Writing all these memos and notes. Man, bump all that. Just do it. Fucking figure it out. Stop being a pussy. I tell you guys these things. But like I said, an analogy, you break up with or a girl breaks up with you because you're not fulfilling your end of the bargain. You're not the same man that she started liking from the jump. You change. Along the way, you change. And then now when you depressed and she's in bomb shape and you seen on social media, she getting her body in tight, real tight, and people are showing her attention and she look good and going to concerts and stuff after she's, healed and stuff. Now you sitting up here crying. He was crying in there. Now you sitting up there crying in there. That's what I'm saying. You got to do these things. If you need changes in your team, you've plateaued, do something about it before you lose. To all the fighters, do something before you lose. If you want to play like AJ, you want to play basketball in the hood now, why don't you play basketball in the hood on fight week? Like Monday. I'm not saying you had to do strenuous activity. You don't even have to play basketball. It's not like he's good at basketball. AJ 6'6" with no jumper, he was hitting all types of backboards and shit. So you could have been right out there with the people, just like Wilder, just like Muhammad Ali, just like Mike Tyson. There's a classic. Mike Tyson, one of my favorite fighters. Mike Tyson is, I think he was conflicted. He had his own personal demons. But there's pictures of him and Naomi Campbell. He walking, it don't look like security. And I'm not saying everyone, if you're a celebrity, don't have security, because shit get wild now. But it looked like he was walking no security with Naomi Campbell with his chest out, no shirt on. Just, walking through a flea market or Queens or some shit, bro. There's a classic, iconic picture of that. Tyson was just out here. Muhammad Ali was just out here. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua that's why it feels forced, because he's doing this shit now. Why are you going live with New York now? Because and again, it's like the relationship example. Joshua seems to be screaming out, even though this traumatic thing just happened, I'm good, guys. Everybody, I've seen it. It's happened to me. It's happened to other people. Like, I start dating a girl and then I break up with her, leave her alone or whatever. And then I see her posting stuff to show she's good. I seen a girl, she don't have nothing to do with me, but she was with a dude back when I started my channel, when I was working at Best Buy and doing this YouTube shit for y'all and for us and for the empire. She been with her dude that long, and you know how long I've been doing this full time. So she was with him for that long, and then she was posting all these lovey-dovey pictures for the last couple of years and shit. And then they break up. Presumably he cheated. I don't know. She didn't really say. And then she did a video and she was like, "Hey guys, I'm good." I should show you it, but I don't want to put her on blast like that. I know exactly how to get to the page and everything. She did a video after they broke up after all these years. And she's like, "I'm good. Life is good. And, things weren't working out with me and him anyway." And she did this whole post. And I'm like, this looks horrible. Because if you good, why would you have to go to social media necessarily just to laugh and show people your smile and show that you good? You know what I seen her post later that day? Somebody take a guess. After she just said, I'm good, things weren't working out, and, we're still going to co-parent and all this stuff. This is a true to life story. Like I said, I could show you it right now, but I don't want to, I'm not trying to get sued or some shit. He talked about my relationship. I got shit to lose. You want to know what she put later after just saying, I'm good, and posting that? Nobody gonna guess? We got to lag what? She said niggas ain't shit. No, kind of, but she didn't just outright say it. What she did do, she was like, yeah, I got these size 11 Jordans. Anybody want them? I'm selling them. Now we know what that means. You just said, I'm good. And then 5 hours later, you post a picture of this dude's Jordans that he left at your crib. Size 11. I only worn once. Come buy these Jordans. Bro, you are not good, man. Bitches be lying, man. You good. You so good. You had to just sell his Jordans, on Instagram. You couldn't go to eBay where nobody knew about it, or, fucking Amazon Prime. Nah, bro, you going through it. I am not stupid. That's what it seems like Joshua's doing. He had whole ass interviews, people. That's why I say I can't trust a person like that. He said Joshua had whole ass interviews showing insecurities and fears and like, oh yeah, I have a guy to beat Andy Ruiz, but what if he hits me with one shot, right? Yeah, bitch could have went to East Bay or anything. East Bay, come out where I'm at in the Bay, Ego Bay, you know what I'm saying? Like, she could have did all that, and you posted that like that. We know what that means. You're not over him like you trying to make it, but you tried to make it look like you good. Bro, it screams that. AJ did whole ass interviews talking about, oh, one loss shouldn't define my career. What if I lose? I don't want to lose because people count on me. Why should I lose if all, Matchroom and Eddie and, what about my Dylan White fight if I lose? Bro, he's told you all this. So now after you said all this shit on camera, you just said to Carl Frampton 2-3 days ago before the fight happened, you said, oh yeah, I told my trainer, 3 things I learned. I told my trainer in the Klitschko fight, if I have to go through another war, I will retire. I'm done with boxing because I shouldn't have to go through hell and back. And then now all of a sudden, you at the Rucker Park in New York, staying extra days as opposed to just going back to the UK, staying extra days and missing. Basketball's not your sport. You just said it, but you shooting jumpers. It looks horrible. Whoever is advising him to do these damage control things in America, this is different than the UK. It looks horrible. You're shooting bricks, air balls, hitting the backboard, 6'6". After you lose, you go into the hood or wherever the fuck park you're at. With you making it look like it's paid actors there and shit, bro. And then you're doing all this, and then after you're like, oh, I don't even like basketball. I'm not good at b-ball. The fact that he even said b-ball, bro. I know he's not from America because he said b-ball. Like, is he saying Dimitri Bivol? No, I'm no good at b-ball. Bro, you're admitting that's why I don't believe it. I don't believe what he's doing, and I think it's making it look worse, and it's looking forced, and that's not a good sign. So whoever's advising him to do that stuff, I'm no good at b-ball. I'm not good at b-ball, but I'm going to come to the hood and shoot b-ball, Instead of catching the flight back to the UK or just chilling in my hotel or going to go see a cool little movie, it's like I have to go on Instagram Live and shoot b-ball. I'm not good at b-ball, you know. Kobe, bro, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why you would keep doing it. It just sounds crazy. You admit basketball is in your b-ball. I'm not good at b-ball. Basketball is not your sport, but you came to a basketball hoop court in America after you lost to shoot hoops. Whose idea is this, bro? Look, I mean, if you guys could be, and they're like, "Oh, he's like trying to fake people out. Like, oh, he's so humble. He's shooting b-ball. He's shooting b-ball with the people after." But you got to look deeper. You got to look at like, why are you shooting b-ball after you lost? And then on top of that, the New Yorkers is fucking rude to you. They're like, "Oh yeah, you losing to fat dudes. Come on, man." Block Ali Hassan. Fuck what they talking about. Look, if this don't look cringy, I don't know what is. He's 6'6" with no jumper. Says he doesn't like or not. He didn't say he didn't like. He said I'm not good at b-ball, but he came to the hoop courts to shoot b-ball, and he starts the Instagram live with this. It's a Under Armour shirt that says no apologies, no excuses. And he makes sure that you know that that's what the shirt says. He's filming. He's like, "Oh yeah, look at my shirt." And then he says, "No apologies, guys, no excuses." Bro, this seems like the worst damage control. Andy Ruiz in 6, bro. Cuz this look, he's showing you the shirt. Bro, he's trying to show you he's good. Listen. Come on, man. Listen. Bro, this looks bad. He made sure that you seen this. Like who does I'm the king of live streams. I told you I'm the live god. He's filming his chest where you can see the graffiti, and he's like, yeah, no excuse. He made sure you seen it. Then he said, yeah, no excuses, no apologies. Come on, bro. That's not damage control, bro. And that's what I'm saying. They don't even have to beat you. Don't. That's why message to the UK, message to Joshua. He like made sure that we seen what the shirt said, and then doing the don't let a win get to your head or failure get to your heart, bro. It's like to me it's like looking real cringeworthy, like a Lifetime movie, like Disney movie. Look, you just gonna zoom in on the no apologies, no excuses. Come on, bro. Man, someone said I'm dying. Stop, bro. You okay? We get it. You're not making excuses, but you had to wear a shirt that said no excuses. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. Like, um, that's like a girl. Say I'm with Kim Kardashian, and then she breaks up with me, and then I look hurt, or I should be hurt because I was in love with her. Blah blah blah. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I can't stop talking about her. Oh yeah, fuck Kim Kardashian. I don't care about her anymore. I'm glad we broke up. And then the next day you see me and it says I broke up with Kim K. Come on, bro. I'm doing a live stream. I'm saying I'm unbothered, and oh yeah, I'm happy she found Kanye West. Um, yeah, this is great. I didn't want to be with the bitch anyway. And then the next day, I have a man. I broke up with Kim Carter. I broke up with Kim K. I'm wearing an I broke up with Kim K shirt, and doing vlogs and saying, "Oh yeah, Kim K. You know, I broke up with Kim K." If whatever. Nelson Santos, no twos in America. Hashtag Vada. Oh, you on that Dillian White shit, bro? He said, "Hey, y'all gotta chill." Someone said that shirt was fresh off the press. That's what I'm saying. You got a brand new, specially made, because you have a deal with Under Armour shirt. They made it just because, never let it. I'm just telling you, bro. This is not it. This is not it. And the thing is, it's okay to be upset. Like, look, he also posted this. It's a picture of him flexing with Nipsey Blue on, and he's smiling. He's smiling. And it said, "Don't let success get to your head or failure get to your heart," with a blue uh heart on it. Come on, man. So you're flexing, smiling, and you're like, "Oh yeah, don't let the failure get to your heart." But then you started the live stream, and you're like, "No excuses, no apologies." Yeah, I'm pissed about the fight. So you wonder why I don't believe what's being said from Eddie Hearn or AJ. He just said, "Don't let failure get to your heart." Then 2 days later, or the same day, or whatever, he just did an Instagram live in the hood, which he didn't go to, or wherever the fuck he is. He doesn't play basketball, but he's at a basketball court, and he's wearing a shirt to say "No apologies, no excuses," and then he says, "I'm pissed about the fight." Wow. And then once again, the UK are like, "Yeah, fuck you, ego, fuck your beard, fuck your mum, and all this bullshit," because I'm being honest with you guys. Sad. Never let a win get to your head. Never let a loss or failure get to your heart. But he started off the video showing this cringeworthy "I'm good" shirt. And then he says, "Oh, I'm pissed about the fight." Bro, I'm picking Andy Ruiz. He's too all over the place. He just said, "Never let a failure get to your heart." And then the motherfucker said, "I'm pissed now."
No apologies, no excuses, baby. Wow, yeah, man. Pissed about the fight. Looking at it now. I can't shoot people. I can't shoot. So
Bro, like, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to be funny. I could be banned from his fight or what. I don't care, bro. This sounds like bipolar, like schizophrenia type shit. Bro, he was laughing and smiling, and when he was getting dropped and all this shit, he was like looking at and raising his eyebrows and smiling, right? And then after, he looked relieved and happy. And then he says, "Oh, I'm good." He did a vlog. "Oh, I'm good. Never let the failure get to your heart, man." And this and that. Then now you in the ballpark, in the Ruckers or whatever, saying, "I'm pissed about it." Looking at the fight now, I'm pissed. Bro, Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, this is negligent to put him back in there with Andy Ruiz with 4, 5, 6 months. I'm just telling you. Because this shit is all over the place. He clearly had some doubts before, because he's always talked about losing and fighting Wilder when it's opportune and the year it makes the most sense for him and he's not going to be rushed, blah blah blah. This is what I'm talking about. My advice: Joshua needs to really consider who's around him, who's instructing him to do what. The more he does of this, the worse it's getting. All this failure to your heart. That's why it doesn't sound believable. It's a good quote, but it don't sound believable, bro. I'm like, and see, the worst part about it is I blame the UK for this. The UK, not all of you, but certain ones of you, you guys are perpetuating this. You guys keep coming to me and making it worse and making it like new media is telling a bunch of fibs and lies, and then they're the side that you guys aren't holding them accountable for anything, and you guys are promoting this right now. "Oh yeah, Joshua did it," and you're egging it on, bro. I'm trying to tell you, these aren't good signs that it's working like beneficially for him, like him processing the law. Because if he had a mood ring, it'd be every different color. He just was laughing when he was getting dropped. Then after, he looked relieved. Before the fight, he had anxiety. Then he admits, "Oh, I never had a panic attack." That's all bullshit. There was no panic attack, but it looked like he was having a panic attack. It looked like his father was mad at something. Oh yeah, but that's all bullshit. Then he said, "Oh yeah, never let a failure get to your heart." But then he just started the video saying, "Hey, no excuses, no losses. I'm pissed about the fight though, bro. This I can't trust. Like, put it this way: Andy Ruiz like Snickers? If I asked you, Andy Ruiz, if I said, what candy bar Andy Ruiz like, y'all all gonna say Andy Ruiz like Snickers. You see, it's not like, oh, his favorite candy bar is Charleston Chew, and then there's Snickers, then he like Rolos, and then the next minute he's like, fuck chocolate. I like nerds. Andy Ruiz is keeping it Gucci. No, I'm not saying Gucci. He keeping it all the way trill, bro. Andy Ruiz like, I like Snickers. Pull up on me with a Snickers. That's his candy bar. That's his go-to candy bar. Cool. Y'all know me on my streams for the gummies. What do I tell you? Man, these Harbos is clapping. I fuck with these Harbos, bruh. I'm not like, yeah, I love these Haribo gummies. And then the next day I'm like, fuck Haribo gummies. They're horrible. It's all over the place. Whoever's telling him to do this is what I'm saying. Joshua got to get in touch with himself. He really shouldn't be back in there with Andy Ruiz in 4, 5, 6 months. He really shouldn't. It's so much pressure and do or die. And he looks like he's having difficulty processing. I'm telling you, I really feel bad for Joshua, the human side of me. But, the Pac side, the ego belly, I'm just like, They started this and they like created this, this aura for Joshua and this image. So it's just like, I can't be too sorry. But it sounds like he's conflicted on his head as what he's feeling. And Rob McCracken or whatever, they should really see if it's worth all this to do this to their fighter, bro. Because he's saying too many different things. And oftentimes people will try to give you indications of what they need. Like the fighter, that's why how the ref or the coach or the team, they got to pull the fighter out of there because these fighters got heart. Joshua, he in his mind, he'd be like, yeah, I'll take the rematch. But I don't know if he's thinking about the implications of this. And his team don't seem like they're backing him. Bob Arum just said the same thing. I got a video. It should be published in like 5 minutes once it's finished uploading. Bob Arum, I'll read you the direct quote. I'm telling you, man, this is not like a good thing for Joshua, because it's just all over the place. It really is. He looked relieved about the fight. Now he's pissed about the fight. Man, this is not good signs. World Boxing News. They have an exclusive interview with Bobby, the Bob father. Bob Arum amazed that there's an immediate rematch for Joshua. Look, I told you this new media shit is real. Anthony Joshua wasn't prepared. These are Arum quotes. Joshua wasn't prepared to fight, I don't think. I don't know, but it seems he wasn't prepared. I'm sure he underestimated Andy Ruiz, but still, you trained for the fight and he didn't have any gas left. Something was wrong with him. On Hearn's decision to push for the immediate rematch, Arum added this, and I quote, I don't think going for an immediate rematch makes any sense at all. What it takes now is really serious boxing people building him up again, not rush him into an immediate rematch with Ruiz where the same thing may happen before you're able to rehabilitate the guy. Bro, I don't know what else I can do to show you that this new media shit is real. Bob Arum been in the business before I was even fucking born. I'm not saying he's always right, but I think he's right here. Right here. Bob Arum been in the business before I was alive. He knows how to build fighters and shit like that. He's telling you the same shit that I said, and I said it first. You heard me. I said it immediately. I don't think this makes any sense. You got to really look at this. You haven't even given me a chance to rehab the fight. I'm telling you, this is a do or die double down. Crazy. Yeah, I definitely wasn't born in those '66. So I'm telling you, this new media shit is real. You see more and more people, and you see these headlines, and you see the comments, and it sounds just like new media shit. It sounds like what I've been saying. Sounds like what J Dog has been saying. Sounds like what King Corleone says. It sounds like what Maya Mini's been saying. It sounds like what Real Brother 32 been saying. New media, Death Row East, believe in it. I told you, this is the truth. This is the stuff old media is saying keeps coming wrong. I'm telling you, don't look at it. Sound like what D's saying, what Cursor's saying. Aram said the same exact thing after me. I didn't wait for Aram to say that and then, you know, come from behind him and siphon off of what he said. I told you this. This is extremely dangerous. Yes, Joshua has a chance to get it right, but he has 4 or 5 months to get all of this right. And it sounds like he's conflicted in his head as to how to process it. How are you negotiating a fucking rematch literally 2 days after that happened? He got dry. He wasn't even a competitive fight. Again, people keep likening his Lennox Lewis and Hassan Hasim Rahman and all this shit. Not even Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel Marquez. Those weren't the same fights. Pacquiao was getting licks in, Marquez was getting licks in, and Pacquiao got destroyed with one right hand. That's different. He was fucking Marquez up too. It was an even fight. You know, it was a good back and forth. This shit wasn't. This Anthony Joshua's. This shit wasn't. Why so serious? Smash the fucking like button. The real is back. Ego Ledger. I told you. I'm telling you, they're putting all the chips, all the pressure in on this one play. You know, so it's like if there was one play you could do in football, and if you didn't get this one Hail Mary off, then it automatically bumps you out of the season and you can't play no more for the rest of the season. I mean, how many coaches are gonna run up that play? That one play action play action pass. That one Hail Mary. It Aram's telling you the same thing. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. The only way it makes sense, when I'm saying from a realistic point of view, if you're doing right by the fighter, it don't make sense. That would be like me coaching Hassan Indam, and then the ref didn't stop the fight, and then I send him back out after he's getting tore up by Caleb Smith. That's like me. That would be the same type of thing. Yeah, there's a potential Caleb Smith is tired or some shit, but conventional wisdom wouldn't suggest that. Shout out to Tucson, Arizona. Conventional wisdom wouldn't tell me to do that. You know, I would have to protect my fighter. They're not protecting. They're protecting their own, investment, their own selfish greed. Like, fuck, we need this control back. We need this power back, and they're putting Joshua on. Joshua's being made to walk the plank because, yeah, there's a chance that, you can escape and swim and avoid sharks and, get back to land. But they're pushing you off the plank, bro. That's why I said my advice to Joshua, he needs to determine, your trainer, the rematch. He should really be thinking about this. Boxing is fickle, and you don't know where your confidence is going to be. What if you get hit by, haven't we all, okay, for example, Brent Fox, $5 super chat. Thanks for giving us this platform, #new media supporter to this day. Thank you. Appreciate it. I told you I'm the people's champ. I'm just a regular person talking my talk. I'm not even it's not even about making fun of the fans and all this bullshit and, haha, we won. Bro, they got to start thinking about some real shit. They got to really start thinking about some real shit. So, for example, we see this in boxing. Robert Guerrero got stopped by Omar Figueroa. Good fighter, cool fighter. Figueroa wasn't even the active guy. Floyd Mayweather didn't stop him. Keith Thurman is a big puncher and didn't stop him at that point when Keith Thurman had been active. You know, Aaron Martinez came close but didn't fully stop him. But later on, it was he got stopped and he lost to David Peralta. That's why. I'm not taking anything away from Omar Figueroa, but a guy who's previously showed us a good chin, how is it that he's losing to, a former 140 pounder at 147, but Floyd didn't stop him. Keith Thurman didn't stop him. Same thing is right after the Keith Thurman fight, Robert Guerrero came back really quick. I know my boxing. He came back really quick, like a 4 or 5 month turnaround, just like Joshua, and he almost got stopped by Aaron Martinez, bro. He was out on his feet. Aaron Martinez had 4 knockouts. Y'all, y'all got to consider this stuff. Aaron Martinez had 4 knockouts, and somebody who's previously versus Berto, Keith Thurman, Mayweather, Selçuk Aydin, and fought in featherweight division against Salido. He showed a good beard in all of those fights. But after the Mayweather loss, which was a bad loss where he got whooped and almost stopped, and then the Keith Thurman loss, how is he fighting somebody with knockouts on their whole record of 20 plus fights in Aaron Martinez, and Martinez almost stopped him. And even though he didn't stop him, Aaron Martinez really should have won that fight. And then he later gets stopped by Omar Figueroa. Boxing is weird like that. And a lot of it is ebb and flow, confidence. Robert Guerrero gave himself no breaks. He didn't give himself, look at Glenn Tapia, same thing. You had a bad James Kirkland night. Then you're fighting David Lemieux. You fighting the French dude, Michel Soro. It's like, it's not good. You fighting all these punchers and it look like you haven't recovered from the James Kirkland. This is what happens to fighters. And they're willing to risk it all on Joshua. Someone who had that type of performance. That's why me and Aaron are telling you this type of stuff. But, people are going to do what they want to do. This is about power because Eddie Hearn made promises to DAZN. Now it's all fucked up. He has commitments with Sky Sports. Sky Sports just lost their number one cash cow, bar none. Block naive solutions. You don't tell me what to do. I don't care, don't know you, never met you. You're never here for any of my other streams. Block them. See, this is what happens. Old media. He worried about my view count, how many videos I'm doing. Don't worry about what I'm doing. We good. You were probably one of the same people telling me I was stupid for the 7 reasons. So, yeah, man. My advice to Joshua is just really take some time and consider. But it doesn't look like he's being afforded that opportunity. Look.
No, I'm sorry as well. I'm sorry I let you down. No?
Yeah. You didn't let us down, man.
Very much, man. Yes, man. What are you telling them? No more losing the fat dudes, man. Come on, man. They're killing you and me, man. I'm bringing you some entertainment. Yeah, you're supposed to punish that dude. Trust me, I know. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel,
New Yorkers is vicious. He said, no more losing the fat dudes. What you doing? He said, you on every meme. No more losing the fat dudes. He said, no more losing the fat dudes. You was supposed to punish that dude. And then AJ said, trust me, I know. Ha, ha, ha. Bro, does that sound like a laugh, like a joke that you want to be, laughing at? Whatever. Realistically, the better thing would be to take time off, relieve the pressure, fall in love with the sport again, go back to the basics. You going right in there. Not only putting the pressure back on, you're putting more pressure. As a man, you got to decide where people are steering you. Because look at it. Andy Ruiz. See, you got to look at John Wick. I just went from Andy Ruiz to John Wick and shit. Look at the first John Wick. He got fucked up, beat up, killed his dog. He didn't just go right back at him. He got ready for it. You know what I'm saying? He got ready for the moment. You know what I'm saying? You got to plan your attack. You got to plan your approach. You dig? You got to plan your approach. You got to be smart. You got to be systematic, and make sure you're ready. Sounds like he's off of pride or, his team pushing him in that direction, feeling like he owes something. He's going right back into the flames. But now it's even more pressure, especially depending on what they sort out with the contract. If it's in America, if it's in Mexico. Imagine if it's in Mexico, bro. If he looked shook at the New York crowd, imagine in Mexico. What about AT&T Stadium? Because we don't know where this is going to land. What if it's off of the zone? That hurts them. Mexico, AT&T Stadium in Texas with a ton of Mexican raging fans and black fans and fans of boxing screaming. It's a lot of pressure. Shout out to Kenneth Elston, has become a member. We got all the memberships. Can we get some claps? He got to really analyze this stuff. And see, like, to me, there's some half truths and deceptions and fibs, and you can't grow if you're not being real with yourself. Joshua doesn't sound like he's being real with himself. 1 minute he's smiling, looking relieved. Then he's saying he didn't have a panic attack and nothing happened to sparring and assuming the whole responsibility. Then people are saying, "Oh man, you stop losing the fat dudes. Stop losing the fat dudes." And I'm sure people are leaving comments and putting Mexican flags and all types of shit. You got to process all of that. And you have to do it with how your team treated, other people in boxing. So now the Wilder fans are coming for you, fans of boxing, like, see, haha. Now the tables turn, haha. That's why you gotta watch it. And I told you this was a deadly game that Matchroom and Eddie Hearn was playing in America. I don't think I could have been much more accurate regarding this situation. All that. Oh yeah, why should Wilder only has one belt? You see, this is the game they played. Wilder has on one belt, so he deserves, no way over my dead body will he get 50-50. Not even 40%. He doesn't deserve that. He deserves a flat fee of $12.5 million. So now that you lost all of your belt, Wilder still got his WBC belt, but now that you lost in a one-sided, embarrassing performance, does Joshua get a $12.5 million flat fee and Andy Ruiz gets everything? Come on, man. This is why I said karma. All the games you play with people, when the roles are reversed, now they can play the games with you. It just depends on what the business is like. So they held their whole hand on Joshua's belts and shit. Now that has been removed. So does he get a flat fee? Is he worth 10%? And all that shit you were saying for Wilder because he only got one belt? They played this game and they lost. Wilder only had one belt, so they were saying, oh, he deserves 10%. And Eddie Hearn knew what he was doing, and he egged people on with them interviews and them quotes and shit he was doing. He egged people on. And then now, the shoe's on the other foot. Now the shoe's on the other foot. You got to worry about the games that people will play on you, depending on what they have in that contract. But all this nonsense of Joshua being at the ballpark, it just looks like politician shit. It looked like politician, like, oh, we're struggling with votes in the African American community. Let's go to a fucking Public Enemy concert or some shit. Take a picture next to Flavor Flav or, all the people on the zone, Tracy Morgan and shit, bro. What? I took a picture with Steve Harvey, so I'm good, y'all. Like, motherfuckers don't give a fuck with Flavor Flav because that don't make you hip because Flavor Flav. Yeah, boy. Like nobody like shout out to Flavor, but come on, bro. So that's why Joshua is trying to. It sounds like he's trying to. Now his team. Eddie Hearn just said it. I hope the UK doesn't turn on him because that's what happens when shit's not bad. That's why you got to watch how you talk about people. That's why you have to watch how you treat people because when it's not going your way, are you built for that? Like I said, if YouTube blew up tomorrow, God forbid or something, then I'd be happy. I mean, not well, that sounded insane. Not I would be happy, but I can look at myself in the mirror. I don't feel like I caused it. I don't feel like I did anything. I don't feel like I treated anybody bad. You know what I'm saying? It would just be an unfortunate thing that happened. You know, but Joshua's team, we got all the belts. Wilder only has one belt, and he lost to Fury. Remember, this is what they were saying. Joshua's team said, and his fans and all that, they said, "Oh, I had Wilder losing to Tyson Fury. Fight was scored a draw. Fact." They said Wilder really lost, so he deserves less of a percent. Eddie Hearn, on camera, said that Wilder, his stock was hurt in the Tyson Fury fight because he arguably lost. Okay, that was a draw, and you're saying he arguably lost. Now, Eddie Hearn is saying that Joshua has become a bigger star if he beats Andy Ruiz. So Wilder getting a draw with Tyson Fury, his stock drops. But Eddie Hearn has a quote that he just did where he said that now Joshua, if he beats Ruiz coming off of that loss, now Joshua is a bigger star than before. So your fighter, who believes this? So your fighter can lose in that fashion, get knocked down in four times, and to the point where people say, "Oh shit, he got exposed," right? And he's a bigger star if he avenges it. But then when it came to Wilder, you said him getting a draw, his stock plummeted. You got to watch what you say and how you treat people. I'm telling you. So now does any of this make sense? So AJ loses 4 knockdowns, loses every round, loses that way, and his stock doesn't drop. But Wilder gets a draw where he nearly knocks Tyson Fury the fuck out, and his stock is plummeted. This is what Eddie Hearn said. Look. Shout out to y'all. We got another PayPal, $10. Shout out to Jaron. See what happens when you talk the truth? Yeah, and some people think Wilder won, but again, let Eddie Hearns tell it. Joshua, his stock somehow grows from looking like that, but Wilder's stock is in shambles because he had a draw where he nearly knocked the guy out. Funny how that works. And there's still people who think Wilder won, some think Fury won, and the judges said it was a draw. And some people agree with that. See? That's why I said it just pays to tell the truth as much as you can. Because when it all comes crumbling down, then what? You gotta be made responsible for everything you said, and you see it all the time. Look at Golovkin and Abel Sanchez. When Golovkin was with Abel Sanchez, Golovkin could do no wrong, and he was the best fighter in the Mexican style, and everybody loved him. But when that relationship soured, why is that so hard? When that relationship soured, all of a sudden, oh yeah, Golovkin's ungrateful, and you see how quickly switched it. Damn, y'all motherfuckers got me punch drunk. Sorry, I'm trying to put this together. Y'all got me sounding punch drunk and shit from doing videos. What the fuck? Now when that relationship sours, you hear a different tone. Abel's saying, oh yeah, he's ungrateful. You know, he's going to take back Mexican style. He's not Mexican style because you guys aren't cool and you're not getting paid with him. See how things change. Shit changes. That's why I don't care. Like, I never disrespected Joshua. I didn't say like, oh, Andy Ruiz gonna knock him out and beat his ass, easy work, and he don't have to go through nothing. I didn't say none of that. That's why I don't fear whatever the outcome is. Look, we got another super chat. Damn, y'all showing love. That's why I don't fear whatever these outcomes are, because I know I'm not out here saying nothing crazy. I'm not saying nothing crazy, so why would I feel a type of way? There's no reason to. No reason for me to feel a type of way unless I was saying something crazy. That's why you see after the fact, these channels switch up. They try to act like, man, this shit is so funny because we always see it. Now channels who were clearly saying that, Wilder was ducking and stuff like that, I promise you, they're doing all sorts of different shit, saying, oh, Joshua, he's overrated, and we all knew he was overrated. No type of loyalty to what they said, no type of loyalty. They were arguing and saying Wilder's a bum squad, and all this shit, trying to get views. And then now when Joshua has that type of night, they say, oh, I knew Joshua was going to lose, and Joshua, I knew he wasn't that good, and I knew he was overrated. But you didn't say none of that. You didn't say. Everybody knows what was finna happen after it happens. New media, we told you before it happened. That is the difference. That shows you who knows what they talking about. So, yeah, my advice to Joshua in closing is he gotta understand where he's at. I would take some time off and really align himself with himself. Like, he needs to really determine what he needs, what he wants out of this game. If the rematch should happen next, sounds like he has a lot of people he's trying to please, and that's each and every time that'll get you. If you're trying to please you got to please yourself first. And I know that sounded weird, pause, but it's true. You got to please yourself first. You can't worry about pleasing everyone else. And then because guess what? Eddie Hearn's a promoter. If you lose again, then he going to put in energy into Caleb Smith. He going to put energy into, Dillian White if he keeps winning. That's the nature of the promoter business. So these fighters, they got to do this. These clowns still speaking blasphemy. They didn't stop. It don't matter. It's a new media era. They'll be held accountable for what they said. So people are seeing it. People are paying attention to it. So if you're saying crazy shit, then it just falls on you. It just reflects you. Yeah. So Joshua, that's my message to him. Like, fuck everything else. And even the UK. Y'all gotta, if you really cared about a fighter, then y'all shouldn't be gassing this shit up. You got to know your limitations as a fighter, and you got to know where you're at in life. Self-reflection is always the hardest. It's easy for me to look at a neighbor, hear someone else's story about their relationship and judge them. That's why I try not to judge people, because it's easy to look at someone and be like, oh yeah, look at King Corleone. He's in this relationship, and he still wants to stay with her, or this and that. But you don't know, until you're in that situation. And I think this has been a humbling experience for Eddie Hearn. Like, for example, every time Wilder did anything, Eddie Hearn was doing long-ass interviews. And like, oh, yeah, the Dominic Brazil, he kept all on the camera, all in the video. Where's Eddie Hearn right now? Where's the IFL 2-hour-long interviews about Eddie Hearn right now? Now that his side is going through it. If Wilder fought Brazil, if Wilder was on the NBA or the NCAA Final Four, he always had something to say. Broner Pacquiao always had something to say. Mikey Garcia Spence always had something to say. And then your main cash cow, that's like Golden Boy having Canelo have a performance like that. Your main cash cow is had a performance a night like that. Where are them videos at? I told you, for me, because I've been cautious and I respect the game and I respect what comes out of my mouth, this is another day in the office for me. Has anyone seen any change in my channel? Like where I'm putting out damage control videos or anything? Has anyone seen the change in my behavior or me looking visibly stressed out or anything? Or is it just another day in the office? Because I knew what I said and I stood by what I said and I knew I was speaking from a level of respect. I never said anything about Joshua negative. So had he won, I didn't say nothing crazy about him. He said the only change is the rise in subscribers and money and viewership. And it all just came from just keeping it real. That's what I'm telling you. I ain't had to change nothing I'm doing. They have. So that shows you something. How you were living might not have been the right way. Listen, I'll give you guys a little insight. I was covering boxing, going to these fights. I don't remember what fight. Let's say Broner Pacquiao. I kept missing my flights. And then I was like, you know what? I keep missing flights. Something got to give. I had to take a second to just really analyze what has changed. Like, why am I missing flights? But when I first started this boxing shit, I wasn't missing flights. You know why? Because I realized, whether I wanted to admit it or not, life had gotten pretty smooth sailing. You know, some of the same things when I first started, I didn't really do, or I didn't have to do. You know, when I first started, I was like super hungry and stuff like that. And I was super organized because I put it all into this. I'm like, this is my business. I got to make this work. And then when I finally started seeing that it was working, right? When I started seeing it was working, it got easier and easier. I was covering fights. I don't have to sell my soul. Like, I never did that. But, you know, I don't have to do nothing crazy for views. Everything was kind of cool. So I'm like, man, I'm getting too lackadaisical in catching flights. I'm doing live streams, trying to entertain, but I'm not packing, you know? And people would say, hey, you ain't packing. Well, how come you ain't packing? How you doing another live stream? So I seen that my organization had faltered for whatever reason. Guess what I decided to do? I didn't see, in this, I'm self-motivated like a motherfucker. If something ain't working, I'm going to try to figure it out, because I always do self-reflection. I seen that my organization had been slipping. You know, I've been doing these lives and having a little bit too much fun, you know, because this shit is fun. So before spring started, I was like, I'm back on my old shit. I got to get back to the basic. I started getting organized. I started telling y'all about it. I said, I'm doing deep spring cleaning. I got to get right. That's why. Because I kept missing flights and shit. Because I was having too much fun. I was doing the fun shit. The live streams be fun. We be doing jokes and, you know, things like that. And I'm like, man, in the process, it's causing me to not pack. So I'm missing flights, and I got hotels booked, and then I'm not there for the night the hotels first booked. So I was like, fuck that. I can't be wasting money and shit like that. So I put myself in check. See, that's the great thing. If you're a grown man about your business, or a grown woman, you don't need nobody else. I don't need nobody to put me in check. I put myself in fucking check, because I'm always checking. I don't need nobody to put me in check. I know when I'm doing right, and I know when I'm fucking up. I know when I'm smashing, and I know when I'm being, you know, more callous and cavalier. And I realized I'm the people's champ. You know, this shit is getting bigger. I need to get sharper, as opposed to, you know, getting less organized. I need to get more organized. So what the fuck do you think I did? I came up with a game plan to get more organized. And you see the results. Grown man shit. If you look at it, It's been getting more and more structured and organized. I told you when I went to that Wilder fight, I didn't miss no flights because I knew there was a problem. There was something, and I was having fun with the streams and I wasn't planning. I was just doing what I wanted. So you got to always put yourself in check. So that's for that reason I don't really feel bad for Joshua. He a grown ass man, 6'6", 265. You gotta align your coins and put your coins in the piggy bank and make sure it pays dividends later. You shouldn't be waiting for no other woman or man to do that for you. I believe in this. My mom told me how to cook. My dad too. He told me how to grill and all that. Ain't no man in this chat should not know how to cook for themselves. Ain't no man should just, when they don't have money or their money's tight, not be looking at different situations to get themselves out of that situation, just sitting there feeling sorry for himself. I don't believe in that. Yes, we all go through depression and different things like that. I've been through it. But I don't believe in staying in that place. I don't believe you should just stay there and wither away and let the world pass you by. Life goes on. You got to move. If you're not liking your situation, then you got to do something about it. You got to create that opportunity. That's what I believe in. Creating opportunity. I manifest my own destiny, and I show you each and every time. This YouTube, ain't nobody put me up to this. Ain't no gym opened up their doors and said, hey, come right in. Ain't nobody gave me no camera. Ain't nobody gave me no equipment. Ain't nobody gave me no fan base. They like to say that, and that's how you know you crushing. That's how you know you winning. When they got to lie on you. Oh, yeah, Ego bought subs. Okay. Let's see if I bought all these views. Let's see if I bought this paycheck. Let's see if I bought these stamps in the passport, this traveling, this respect. Let's see if I could buy all that, because that's what you're going to see. As long as we do this, you're going to see that. Let's see if I bought Wilder shout out. You can't buy that type of shit. I told you I'm the people's champ, baby. Shout out to Black Boy Apparel, $2 super chat. Let's see if I bought that. He said, my boy. Man, y'all got to the manifestation have started. And like I said, you ain't lying to me. You lying to yourself. So the UK, you guys got to get together. Whatever happened to Joshua's sparring camp, whatever. This is my advice to him. Whatever happened. Fucking learn from it. Stop lying to yourself. You know what happened. And the thing is, real alpha male shit, you don't have to explain it. You don't have to show yourself. Like, that's why it feels forced. If you you fucking around with the kids, why'd you have to go live at that given moment? I ain't seen a Joshua live. I subscribe to his Instagram. I ain't seen a Joshua live in a long time. In a long time. So after you lose everything, you decide to wear a shirt that say no apologies, no excuses, and then you say you're pissed, which contradicts what you said previously, and you decide to show people, hey, I'm in the New York, in the urban communities, guys. I'm in the urban communities. I'm playing b-ball, even though I'm no good at b-ball, and I don't, I haven't practiced b-ball, but I'm shooting basket. It doesn't look real, because it doesn't look like Roy Jones. He was a hooper. They said he played a game before he had a fight and shit. So if he said he's going to the Rucker or some shit, I would believe it. Joshua is not doing a good job of making this shit believable, because it looks like he's selling you a package. Like Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury seems like he is him. He contradicts himself too, but he seems like he's more genuine. Wilder seems more genuine. AJ seems like he's put up to things. Hey, we're going to have you sit on this chair, right by this window with 3-point lighting, and you tell the Andy Ruiz loss, my perspective, and I told you that stuff wouldn't probably sell in America, because it looks so forced. You're really showing people you're doing good by wearing a shirt that says no apologies, no excuses. We get it. We heard the video. We seen the vlog. We know you're not making excuses. You're trying to ingrain that and drill that into people's head. Oh yeah, he's such a champ. He's bouncing right back, and he's in good spirits. Thanks from the UK. Shout out to man's a £2 super chat. See, and that's what I'm saying. The UK, this is a message to y'all. Hold your people accountable. Yo people too, like Wilder said. Hold your people accountable. Y'all trying to go against me like it was some American USA versus UK. It was never that. It was never that. I used to live in England. I learned a lot in England, bro. It was never that. You see, I get love in the UK. The only people that don't give me love in the UK are the people who something to protect or something to hide. I get love. I'm here for boxing. Andre said AJ too busy being an Instagram model. See? People saying the same thing. He got caught up in the rapture. Anita Baker. I told you. I literally predicted this to a T. Green do-rags riding through Miami. And then on fight night, you look nervous as hell. I can understand why you would be nervous as hell if you didn't feel like you put the adequate work in and you underestimated the dude. And then you seen, okay, this American crowd, it feels different walking out. I could understand why you would be, because when I had to do like read essays in front of the class in college or, you know, in high school or something, the assignments that I knew I took the time off and I was familiar with the work because I rehearsed it and went over it, then I wasn't really fearful of that because I knew I put the work in. I told you there's a difference between cocky and confidence. Confidence comes because you know you put the fucking work in. I put the work in on my channel. So if it comes across as cocky, oh well, that's your fucking fault because I know I put the work in. It don't have nothing to do with being cocky or I'm not humble or I think I'm better. It's I know I put in the fucking work. I've had sleepless nights. I've covered several fights. I like talk to the people. I listen to the people when they tell me, hey, I don't like this, how you did this. And I try to improve. That's all I can do, you know? So if you want the best results, you got to prepare yourself. Look, this is Joshua. I got pictures. This is Joshua before the fight. Remember what I said. So you saying they didn't underestimate him. You with 18 dudes. You with 18 dudes and it's looking like a party and like everyone's just like that. Look, I got the dates and everything, bro. New media. Sherlock Holmes of this shit. Look, May 27th. This is his training camp in Miami. Bro. Look, 1,000 dudes at the table. Look. 1,000 dudes gather around. Somebody cooking. And you wonder why I picked Andy Ruiz. I'm like, man, y'all sleeping. Well, you wonder why one of the 7 reasons is underestimated? Because I look for the fucking clues, yo. I look for the fucking clues, bro. Look at your man. I got pictures, bro. I got files. See, and when I look like a genius at the end, when I get the shit right, you wonder, oh, hey, Ego's a psychic. No, I'm not psychic. I just pay a fucking attention. That's why you're not fucking with new media. Look at it. Yeah, man, it's mad. This is him in Miami. Bro, we got cold case files. I'm the new true detective. Look, May 25th, bro. This is all before the fight. Look, I'm the stream god. They talk, oh, we didn't underestimate Andy Ruiz. You going live with whoever the fuck that is. Who the fuck is that? Random fans. You going live with random fans. Look. Look. This is his training camp. Look. All right, bro. And then when Andy Ruiz came off that fucking Snicker protein, that motherfucker said, hey, what hood you throwing up, cuz? Bro, you do not know where you at. Clearly. You in Miami asking, like, they don't even think they have Crips in Miami like that, bro. Don't know what you even doing. You are not in LA. That's what I'm saying, bro. Andy Ruiz in 6. He's driving with a green do-rag through Miami in a G-Wagon. Talking about, hey, throwing up gay. All right, bro. You don't know where you at. He got caught up in the rapture. Anita Baker, y'all not fucking with me, bro. You in Miami. That's why I know you not from here. You in Miami asking what who you throwing up, cuz? Asking Colombian ladies walking in Miami. What the fuck are you even doing, bro? And you wonder why Andy Ruiz was yeah. You wonder why Andy Ruiz right here. You got a green do-rag, bro. A green do-rag. Like Lil Flip in them, you know. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to Clover. And you asking people in New York as you bang in, listening to rap music, plug walker, whatever, whatever the fuck you listening to, asking what set you from, cuh. Bro, these dudes in the UK, y'all gotta stop, bro. And then on top of that, this shit is not even sweet like that. You really can't be out there like that. I don't know about Miami because I don't know if I don't think they have the same gangs, but you can't be out in LA, bro. Driving like, hey, cuz, what's up? Hey, what's bracking? All right, do that. That's what I'm saying. That's how I could tell. That's like game goofy, bro. I'm from Cali. I don't fuck around in LA and do all this shit. Like, hey, what's bracking, Nick? What set you claiming on Cedar Block Blood, bro? You can't be out in Leimert Park and Slauson. That's what I'm saying. Game goofy shit. You can't be in Slauson and shit, throwing up sets and, people will check you. They don't give a fuck if you big ass 6'6" with 18 dudes with you, bro. Yeah, Miami got different gangs, GDs and shit. And he talking about he was focused in camp, bro. You was in Miami. You was in Miami with a green do-rag riding around the city, talking about what set you claiming. And then, like I said, new media continues to grow. So AJ he need to be real with himself first. Show us the video where AJ does this. Block this motherfucker. I just showed you the video. Just block this motherfucker, bro. Miami got different gangs, bro. Them Haitians. Zoe Pound and shit, bro. That's what I'm saying. He don't even know. You don't even know where you at like that. And that's not. And see, that's what I'm saying. It's cool to watch this shit from afar from the UK, and emulate it and shit. Hey, what's that you claiming, cuz? Oh yeah, marathon continues. But people don't. Some depending on what you doing, that shit ain't for play. The gang culture. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why Tekashi had so much heat on him because people looked at it. Some people looked at it like disrespect. Like, who is this? Like, who is you, cuz? Like, what you doing? So when he came into LA, he had run-ins with people. And he went to Chicago, he had run-ins with people. You see, that's what I'm saying. Like, this shit ain't a game. This shit ain't a game. Like, people don't know. Like, they don't know if you the Fed. Because Joshua looked like a narc. Like, that's how you would imagine, like, a buff dude that goes to the gym with a green do-rag trying to fit in and act like he wants to buy some dope, bro. You don't know where you even at like that. That's what I'm saying. That's how I know. Miami, Polk, these motherfuckers are not fucking around, trust me. Floyd, XX Tentacion from there and got, shot out there. This shit is not for play like you think it is. And then, but beyond the street shit, beyond that type of shit, like you don't know where you're at doing all that, is how are you doing vlogs and doing all this? That, of course he looked like a Fed. He got a green do-rag in a G-Wagon talking about what set you from, cuz? Where the dope at? I'm looking for some smack. Yeah, you dressed up like Grand Theft Auto and shit, bro. Ain't nobody, that's whatever, bro. And you mean to tell me they didn't? I told you, I got breadcrumbs in this game. You got to know where you at. Like, some people don't play about shit. But anyway, look at his camp doing all that. riding around with a green do-rag. And I was saying, listen, I'm going to break this fucking mic. Who heard me say the green do-rag when he wore the green do-rag, though? That's why it's in my phone, because I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Who remembers me bringing this stuff up? I got this shit so fucking... Who remembers me bringing that up? I'm like, he riding around with green do-rag? What are you doing? I said that then. And then when it happens, America acts surprised. Exactly. D said, I do. I said this stuff. The videos are still up. Surah. I'm like, why is he in a green do-rag? It looks like he just lackadaisical. Hope he's not underestimating Andy Ruiz. And then when you didn't listen, or some of you did, but a lot of you didn't listen, or people listened enough, but they weren't sold on it. You know what I'm saying? They heard me say it, but they weren't sold that I knew what I was talking about. And then now everyone acts surprised. Oh my word, I can't believe, that Joshua would lose. I can. You in Miami with a green do-rag. Green is not always lucky. That didn't make sense to me. So Joshua should do. Now it makes it worse because it don't matter. Both fighters know what to expect now. But the fact is, you've already had the failed camp. You've already had the failed performance. The world got to see that. So there might not be some turning back from that. It's not like, oh, I could just, focus in on my camp and hone in. We've already seen as bad as it can get. Well, not as bad, but you get what I'm saying? We already seen. Block Atomic Cuz. We got something for you. The money coming in. P Good. $10 super chat. Hustle and motivate. They tend to follow my lead. They think I know the way. Salute to Ego and the Ego Army. Cursor, blocked him again. Yeah, Dade County, Polk, man. Let's get it. Old media looking sketch, bro. My whole year is solidified just off of this, and the other shit I got right. But anyway, look at Errol Spence. Did you see that? Did you see any of that when he was about to fight Mikey? That was a must-win fight. That was a similar fight because Mikey was the guy that looked smaller, but we respect, but he looked smaller. Errol knew he couldn't win. All y'all dumbasses said Errol Spence, oh, he's drunk at this, and I don't trust, and Errol Spence is overrated, and he's been hanging out with Broner too much. Y'all said all of this dumbass shit, and Errol Spence put on a masterclass performance, 12 rounds of domination against a guy who y'all thought could fuck with Errol Spence, that we all respect. Andy Ruiz, I respected him, but a lot of you didn't respect him, and he had a loss, and y'all didn't think he could do it, right? And he was undersized and all this, blah, blah, blah. And Joshua put up that performance. Guess what? Errol Spence knows when it's checkout time. He knows when it's, let's go to the VIP section time. When it's, we got to lock down the camp. We got to put the cell phones down. It takes greatness to do that. I know this for a fact. I've spent time around Andre Ward. Andre Ward knows me personally. I was in New York at a Starbucks working, uploading footage, and I hear Ego. I look up, it's Dre. This man is a workaholic in a good way. He puts different level of it. Why didn't Dre versus a monster like Kovalev? Dre moved up. Why didn't he look like Joshua? Because when the moment happened, he was fully fucking prepared. When the moment happened, he got dropped, and that's where a champion got to show what a champion has to show. He was prepared for it. He was ready for it. Darnell Boone fight, it happened before. So he had already bounced back. He had already proven that. But when it came time for Anthony Joshua to prove his mettle, he wasn't really prepared for it. Yeah, he got dropped versus Klitschko, but Klitschko wasn't aggressive. Joshua was in there with an aggressive Mexican fighter, Mexican-American, with all the heart in the world. That's why you seen when Dre got knocked down, oh, shit, he got up, smiled. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, all right. All right, it's wartime. That town shit, that Bay Area shit, that Hayward shit. And he was fucking Kovalev's body. Then when people weren't satisfied with SOG, he said, let's run it back. I'm good with that. I didn't even run. He said, I didn't even. How did he put up that performance? And they said he didn't even run miles versus Kovalev because his knee was bad. Right? Then he came back even more correct. Made no mistakes versus Kovalev. Telling you, this boxing shit is like 95% mental. Joshua mentally was a celebrity, and training in Miami was a horrible thing. He should have stayed his ass in the UK because he's in Miami looking like a tourist. All on Snapchat and vlogs and shit. It just became too much for him. So when the pressure happened, it didn't look like he was ready for it. That's why bro, you can cheat. If your whole week consisted of cheat meals. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not saying he had cheat meals. I'm saying that like symbolically. If you're working out and you have to hit a scale, like let's say you're in the police academy and you have to maintain, or in the military or something, and you got to maintain your weight or some shit, and you ate cheat meals for the 5 days out the week, then you're going to be unsure. If you've been like sleeping around unprotected with scallywags and women you don't trust, and then you go to take that STD test, then you're going to be even more concerned and scared because you ain't been doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? Joshua was underestimated Andy Ruiz, and then when it happened and it started coming to real, he looked shook. And all them doubts that he showed in previous interviews and stuff, they all came to the forefront. I really believe that. You doing vlogs. When you ever seen Andre Ward got millions, he got bread. When you see Andre Ward do a vlog, when you see Floyd produce his own vlog, when did you see them do vlogs and do a tour? Like, oh yeah, this the Mayweather gym. Okay, Mayweather got one of the most famous gyms in America, the most famous as a boxing gym, the most famous. When you see Mayweather, okay, this is a tour. I got the speed bag. We got in the back locker room. We got extra padlock. You don't see him doing that because that's not his focus. That digital media, social media age, that got these dudes like. And I'm not making excuses. Andy Ruiz just won. He's the better man, period. But, now it's all fucked up because now you let Andy Ruiz get the one up on you. Shout out to Nelson. Ego, love the channel. Is soon to be Father's Day. Yeah, it is Father's Day, and I'm sunning old media. So you're right about that. I remember Ego interviewed Dre, and he showed this amazing sparring log, bro. He was training. True story. And he's not even an active fighter, so I don't have to reveal this about him, about his mentality, because it's not like he's even competing. True story. I went to Virgil and Ward gym 2, maybe 3 days after he announced he's fighting Alexander Brand, and he let me film some stuff, right? This man is in shape, and he stayed for 2.5 to 3 hours, fully drenched. Like, this man he had to bring 4 or 5 shirts because, he sweated out shirt A and he got to switch out or take his shirt off or whatever. Fully drenched, bro. For Alexander Brand, who everyone's like, oh, you're going to fuck him up. He's a guy from 168-pound division. He's not even a big lightweight. He only had one fight at like a catch weight or some shit. And Dre's not. He's training like it's Kovalev or some shit. And it was 2 days after the fight got announced. 2 days after the fight got announced, people are still on the couch and shit. I'm telling you, it's a mindset. You can never get complacent. Even my channel, I don't want to get complacent. I don't want to. I want to keep growing and keep doing different shit. And in fact, my personality, maybe it's just a mindset. I can't keep just doing the same shit. If I do the same shit, I'll get bored. I'm an Aries. I'm a fire sign. I'll burn something down. I'll get distracted. I got to stay busy. I got to learn something new. I got to read. I got to, get a new skill set. So it is what it is. That's my message to Joshua. But the bad side is, even if you want to go correct it now, you already had that abysmal performance and gave another man all the confidence in the world. Now you have to reverse that and get that all back after that. It wouldn't, the loss, it's not even the loss, it's how you lost. What was showed in that loss. That's what hurts Anthony Joshua the most because that's the uphill battle. If he would have just lost a competitive fight on the cards or they both traded knockdowns and, went to the card, that's not that bad. He lost every round, bro. And now you want to get it right, Again, it's like the relationship. You don't do right by your significant other, and then when they break up with your dumbass, now you want to take your girl, like, oh, she broke up with you and moved out. Now you want to say, hey, you want to go salsa dancing? I know you always wanted to do that. Hey, I bought some tickets to go on a cruise. That's the stuff she wanted to do when you were in the relationship. So just now, like with Joshua, he has to now do what he should have done from the beginning. That's why you don't let no one catch you slipping like that. AJ gave you a copyright strike and you still giving game props. I'm a real person. I don't treat people bad or, to each his own. If that's how he handles shit, then it is what it is. I just know not to use his Instagram anymore. Whatever. But that Miami shit, what was you doing out there? And that's like I said, it looked like a tourist. He looked like a riding around, rapping and shit. All right. And if I seen it, you don't think, Andy Ruiz team seen it? That's why you see fighters lock down their camps. And when they reemerge, Lamont Peterson got a thick-ass beard or something that he didn't have when he started. Ego, I'm addicted to your channel, man. Appreciate you. We just come to talk boxing. I'm just telling you how it goes. Errol Spence, if it was up to him, he probably wouldn't even did a media day. Because he don't give a fuck about that. He don't have to be in front of it all in the video, in front of the camera. He rather probably just keep it with his people. And the people, that real ones that he knows have been with him from the jump, supporting him. Low key. That's what I'm saying. He's from Texas. He didn't have to do nothing different. But it's like an amusement park for somebody who's not from there. You from the UK, training in Miami, good food, women, good weather. That might be a vacation too, but shit, Ruiz, he just talking about, oh, mama, we made it. Our life just got better. That's why you can't sleep on nobody. Now it's too late because you slept on this man, Andy Ruiz. You think he wants to give it up after he's probably can buy his mom's house off or, he's getting on Jimmy Kimmel and stuff. You just messed up, bro. You just messed up. Because now I know Andy Ruiz ain't going to be in no rush. And then all this stuff came out about you got hurt in sparring and all that, and they know how much pressure's on you. He knows what he needs to do. We'll see. AJ should really consider his next move. That's my time, y'all. Thank you guys. Appreciate all the super chats, the support, the confidence in me to help boxing. That's all I got to say. That's my message to UK and AJ. Peace.